not even gonna lie to you guys. One of the main reasons I grew up my hair, started getting in the gym, started improving myself was because I wanted to look more handsome. I wanted to level up my attractiveness. One of the things I didn't realize is it's not always about your physical looks. In fact, I would argue that it's more dependent on how you take care of yourself and your overall grooming habits. So in this video, I'm going to be going over some men's hygiene tips that are going to make you look like the most attractive guy in the room. Except when I'm there, bro. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. Okay? All right? Chill. You out here trying to take the king's spot as if I was going to let it happen. But enough playing around. The first men's hygiene tip that you definitely need to pay attention to is your fingernails. You need to make sure that your fingernails always look presentable. I feel like this is something that as guys, we kind of just sweep under the rug. Like, as for me, when I was a kid, I used to, okay, I'm not going to say I liked playing in dirt, but I saw it as a manly thing. Like, you go outside, you play soccer or whatever, you get back from school, and then you got all this, like, dirt and stains and whatnot. It's almost like it's like battle wounds as like a child or like as a young boy. There's a reason they say cleanliness is next to godliness, bro. And one of the main things that a lot of girls look at is your fingernails. You want to make sure that they're clean. Number one, bro. Come here. We're gonna have a little big boy conversation right now. You think any girl gonna let you put those in the Garden of Eden? Let's be real, bro. Let's be honest. So you want to make sure that you're keeping your nails clean. And it's not only just about the cleanliness, bro, the length, bro. What are you doing? You out here looking like one of those monsters with the talons, bro. You ain't clip your fingernails in 3 weeks. Instead, you want to be biting on them like they some snacks. Come on, brother. Get yourself a nice fingernail clipper. At least that's what I call it. I don't know if there's a specific name. I don't know. Maybe it's just the Caribbean, but I just always grew up calling it the fingernail clipper. Is that what y'all call it? Let me know what y'all call it down below in the comments. Get yourself one of those nail filers and just, you ain't got to do the most. You ain't got to do the most. I'm not saying you got to go get a mani-pedi or whatever it's called. Next men's hygiene tip is a very important one because some of y'all be walking around with a stink mouth and expect everybody to want to hold conversation with you. And you always be asking, hey, why these girls keep leaving me on red? Because in person, your mouth stinks. Your mouth stinks. So they just assume it's going to be the same case on text. So make sure that you master your oral hygiene. Let me explain a little further. Your dental hygiene routine should consist of all of these things, no exceptions. You should floss. That should be one of the first things you do. Floss between those teeth, brother. I know you think that the toothbrush is going to get it all if you just scrub hard enough. That's not enough, bro. That's not enough. There's no way out of this. So make sure you floss. Next thing, you want to brush your teeth for at least 2 minutes. Make sure that you're using a good toothpaste. You ain't got to get too expensive. Bonus points if you get an electric toothbrush. Number 3, scrape your tongue. Scrape your tongue, brother. Ain't no pause in any of this, bro. I want you to go all the way to the back of your throat. No pause. All diddy. Make sure that you get every piece of bacteria off your tongue because it's that bacteria that makes your breath smell the way that it does. So make sure that you're getting all that bacteria off your tongue. And a little bonus step, if you want to use mouthwash, you can, but be very intentional of when you use it, because if you're brushing your teeth, you want to keep some of that fluoride in your mouth. I said no pause. I'm committing to that, right? And it'll make your teeth look better. We are grown men. We can say words and not say pause. Okay, we're evolving on this channel. Next thing that you definitely need to pay attention to is a combo. Comes in pairs. All right. And that's manscaping and grooming. So if you don't know what manscaping is, I'm going to explain it really quickly. So manscaping is basically when you groom around your body. So that could be stuff like the hair on your arms, the hair on your legs, the hair where the sun don't shine, right? A lot of guys like to think this is like a whole taboo thing. If you try to keep certain areas clean, then that means you're part of the alphabet, squad. That's not the case, bro. Here's the way that I always like to think about it and explain it to other people. Think of manscaping like giving your entire body a lineup. You go to the barber, you get a haircut, you line up, you get the C cups, get a little design. Okay, maybe that's not completely relevant. But essentially, you want to make sure that your entire body looks presentable, especially since summer is just around the corner. People are going to be out on the beach. People are going to have their shirts off. People are going to be out in shorts. You don't want to be one of those dudes who looks like a gorilla. And don't ask me what I mean by that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I got Uncle Ruckus right in the corner. I I'm standing by what I'm saying. This kind of reminds me of one comment that I saw on one of my videos where I was showing off my hair growth progress, and I guess I had a tank top on, and people were like, "Bro, this dude shaves his armpits." First of all, sir, I trim. Get your facts straight. All right. So when your girls see me on the beach and I got my shirt off and I'm looking like a whole hunk 10 out of 10, I don't want you to be crying because I tried to tell you. I tried to say, hey, bro, do some manscaping. You know, show off the muscle definition a little bit. You ain't gotta look like, Diddy Kong. But no, you was like, nah, that's sus. That's sus. Now I'm on the beach and your girl is now my girl, and now we got beef. But I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you what it was. Now, this next step is where a lot of people go wrong, right? And that is to make sure that when you shower, you use a good body wash, right? I see so many guys, they'll choose the cheapest option because they're like, oh, it's gonna clean my body anyway. Or they use these 15 and one, like it's a body wash, but it's also a hair conditioner and a shampoo. It's also WD-40, shoe cleaner, window cleaner. But I would really recommend against that. So just use something good. It doesn't have to be super expensive. This is the one that I personally use. This is not sponsored, but I really like the sandalwood scent. If you stick to those eucalyptus, sandalwood, what's another typical men's scent? Using a good body wash is super important, especially if you tend to wear a lot of colognes and your cologne wears off. You want something that you can basically fall back on. You want to make sure that your body smells good with or without cologne. That's the whole message, the whole takeaway here. Now, if you don't do this next tip, you are basically shooting yourself in the foot when it comes to your hygiene game and your attractiveness game, and that is to make sure you are on your skin care routine. I've said this on so many different occasions that I basically should coin this, but I did get this from another YouTuber. His name is True Cam. If you want to check him out, go ahead. As soon as you get your skin looking right, you instantly go into the handsome category. I'm going to say that again. Once you get your skin looking right, you get rid of those pimples, those comedones, those blackheads. Soon as you fix that, you instantly go into the handsome category. Because as a guy, I'm going to be so real with you, bro. We don't get the luxury of wearing makeup or a foundation or something like that whenever we get a breakout. We don't just get to cover that. We have to thug that out. And you, here's the worst part about it. It's always when you want your skin to be looking nice, whether you got a photo or whether it's for school or for work, or you going out with friends, or you going to the club, or you going. It's always when you're in a situation, say you walking down the street, you see the finest girl you ever seen in your life. You wasn't gonna talk to her anyway, but still, okay, you would like to look good for that situation, right? And it's always that day when the stars align and little Miss Perfect is right there. That boom, you got a big old pimple right on your forehead or your nose. It's right there, smack down. Can't hide that, not one bit. Okay, so make sure that you get on your skincare routine. If you don't have a skincare routine, I have a video on that. I will link it into one of the corners so you can go and check that out. Get your skin looking right, and embrace your more handsome side. Someone should make a brand around that. I should make a brand around that. Before we get on to the last tip, which is very, very important, so you want to make sure you stick around for that. If you've been growing out your hair for a while and you need a little bit of extra help, I got a free hair routine template going over everything you should be doing to your hair from day 1 to day 7 of managing your curls. It's completely free, so if that sounds interesting, it'll be one of the first links down in the description. Go and download it. I am not asking you. I am telling you, little bro, go and download it. It's completely free. And hit the like button while you're there. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The last step when it comes to your men's hygiene, well, this also applies for girls as well, but make sure you are always wearing a fragrance. Now, I understand fragrances can kind of get expensive, but you don't need to get the latest Dior Sauvage or what other ones are there? So it's like YSL. Shooks, I really need to update my But that should prove to you that you don't need to know a lot of them to still smell good. I used to share my favorite cologne on here, but ever since then, I've been getting all of these emails from guys telling me that ever since they started wearing it, like girls have just been following them down the street. They feel like they're not safe in their own homes. Sometimes they go to take out the trash and the girl is just waiting in the bin, just asking to be picked up. And, I really don't want to force you guys to go through that because I care about each and every one of my followers and subscribers. And I think it's just best if I don't subject you to that kind of lifestyle because it can be so exhausting. Even sometimes, I leave the house and then there's like a swarm of girls around me and I have to tell them, I have to say, shoo, like I'm a person too. I'm not just some piece of meat that you can try and devour whenever you get the chance. I have more self respect than that. I be talking some foolishness. I be talking so much foolishness online, bro. Digital footprint. But nah, I'm just playing. My favorite one is the 1 million elixir from Paco Rabanne. This is kind of pricey, so I also have an alternative. It doesn't smell the same, but it's something I also like. Blue Spirit. This one is like from Zara. You could get it for I think around $35. It's a really good scent and it lasts kind of long. That's one that I would wear in the office, but the 1 million elixir, that one is kind of powerful. So I would save that for a night out or when you're really trying to make a statement. Those were just a few men's hygiene tips that I think was really important to emphasize because those are a few of the things that ever since I started focusing like really highly on them, I've noticed that my attraction has just skyrocketed. Well, I don't want to say skyrocketed, but I've noticed a considerable difference in my life. And let me know what you guys thought about this video. I want to expand in my range of topics. Let me know if you guys are feeling it. I don't always want to do hair. I got a lot of other stuff that I can share with you guys. So let me know down below in the comments if you felt like you learned something from this video, you enjoyed it, you were entertained by it. Just, tell me something nice in the comments, okay? I please. I have fallen. I have fallen. Ain't no way I'm begging for ain't no way I'm begging for compliments online, bro. I need to log off. And if you enjoyed this video, you're definitely gonna enjoy this one. So I advise you check it out. That's all for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.